Hey, it's the Bet Las Vegas and Audacy Sports, and the magic of women's basketball here in Las Vegas continues because the UNLV Lady Rebels are picking up right where the Aces left off. The Rebels are an 11 seed. They'll take on 6 seeded Michigan in the NCAA tournament, and we now know game's going to be this Friday at noon on ESPNU. And joining us is head coach, Coach La Rocque of the UNLV Lady Rebels. Coach, congratulations and thank you so much for the time. How are you?
I'm good. We just finished practice, so I've got my juices flowing. I'm happy to be here with you.
There it is, yo. Thank you so much for the time. And we're going to start off with me being honest on behalf of not only me, but the entire station right down the street from you guys at the Thomas and Mack. I want to issue you an apology because we've been sleep around here. It wasn't until about a month ago that we started to notice. And then the week later, you cracked the top 25. Now you got 30 wins, back to back conference titles. So I apologize for not being all hands on deck with the support.
Hey, it's all right. I mean, once you get on board, then it's hard to get off. So, you know, no time like the present.
Exactly. And now we're here. So let's get straight to it. And speaking about support and speaking about energy, I'm curious. Last night, of course, the watch party at the Thomas and Mack for the selection show. I'm curious for you in your position. Were you anxious or were you in the mode of like, okay, let's go. We got tape to watch now because we know who we're facing?
Yeah, well, it's an exciting day, and I think you're not nervous because we know where our name is going to be called, but there's definitely, maybe some anxious and some anticipation of just waiting to see who we play. It's like really test your patience because you want to be able to control it and get to work, and you just got to wait and sit around. So it was overall, it was just really exciting. And once we saw who we were playing, and then we definitely switched gears, and it was like, all right, we got to get to work.
How long did that transition take? Was it an hour that you at least enjoyed with the Raising Canes and the whole team, or was it just like a couple minutes?
For my staff, I think they were like, it was maybe 5 minutes for them, and they kind of ran down here to the office and got going right away. I had to do some media and some different things, so I got to maybe celebrate a little bit longer. But an hour later, we were all kind of like, all right, like, what do we got to do, and who's doing what, and let's get started.
Because the job is not done, far from it. The journey still continues. And, I'm curious about that because at the beginning, I said some of the accolades, not only for the team, but yourself. And I can't imagine what you're going through just being born here and like just that hometown pride. But I'm curious for the team. Do you think the accomplishments and the growth of the team, and as you guys are breaking all these barriers and getting into the top 25 and going back to the dance, has that amplified the focus of the team to accomplish something bigger than what you guys have already done?
Yeah, I think just like being a Las Vegan, and we've got some locals on our team, there's definitely a lot of pride. And I think, maybe this year different than last year of, we're really focused of we want to win. Obviously we're one of the few teams to even be in the tournament, which, that in itself is worth celebrating, but we've got an opportunity here to play a game and to go out there and perform well to win. So I think we definitely have a little bit different of an edge to us this year of focusing on, all right, what's the game plan? We want to win. We want to get to the next game. Instead of just kind of being like, oh wow, this is really cool. This is all new. Like, I'm so happy, it's so great to be here. So I mean, obviously there's a lot of that too, but I think we've got a different focus as well.
It's just that tough balance because the accomplishments are worth celebrating, but job's not done. And I'm curious when it comes to the growth of the team so far, what has been the one thing that you've been most proud of? Has it been that, everyone realizes that, yes, these things are going to come in our path if we do what we're supposed to, but that there is a bigger goal at hand?
Yeah, I think probably, one of the most things I'm, proud of is just how our team has continued to like build with each other. and they love playing with each other. They've got a chemistry that, I didn't make. Obviously I get them in the gym together, but they really enjoy each other's success. And that's a challenge, I think, for young people, to accept roles and to know that it's not going to be my night every night, but it can be anyone's night. And to really commit to the team's success and winning. I think, again, that's hard for young people, and just in a team game, to accept those roles. But that's how we've gotten to where we are, because we've had great performances from a number of different players that have won us games. And so, it takes something different every game. And, we know that's going to be the case with Friday against Michigan too.
It's a good problem to have here in Las Vegas, where both our women's basketball teams have so many good players that every night it could be one person and everyone just has to be ready and stay ready for that moment. And really quick, I do want to touch base on you becoming a mother and going through this season. I'm gonna tell you just really quick. So I have a 4-year-old son. He's always at the station. He's actually home right now, and I'm like not being as loud as I can because I don't want him to barge in. But mom left for a 2-week vacation. It was her first time that she hasn't been around him, and it was just me and him. He's still alive. I'm still alive. But for you, dealing with a lot more important responsibilities and you reaching these heights as well as a head coach, how has it been balancing motherhood with all this success and all the goals that you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Someone kind of said the other day, it's not about balance, and they're right to a little bit. It's just doing the next thing that's right in front of me to the very best of my ability. If that's practice, then it's doing practice and giving my attention all of that. If it's changing the diaper, then I'm gonna be changing that diaper to the best of my ability. And
Oh, yes.
I think the biggest thing is I'm just grateful to be able to have, the opportunity to do both and not feel, guilty one way or another. But I have such a great support system. My husband, first and foremost, like he's my rock. And he loves our team and obviously loves our baby just as much as I do. And my parents, like you said, being from here, my parents still live here. And so having their support to help watch the baby, and then just my staff and the administration and our team. I think probably the thing that I was most worried about was how the team would react, and just would they think of me different or think that I'm not giving them the energy and time that they deserve. And I haven't felt that one bit. If anything, they're like, "Where's Ellie? Can she come on this road trip? Pass the baby around."
Are
We
they
don't.
babysitting? Would you let anyone on the team babysit?
Oh yeah, yeah. We've got some really responsible young women, so that have a lot of babysitting, experience. So, it's been really fun to be able to just share all parts of the journey with our team, with my family, with everyone.
Coach La Rocque joining us here on the Bet Las Vegas. Just a couple more questions because you got some things to get prepared for. When it comes to seeding, there were a lot of fans that were kind of upset at the 11 seed. For you, is it a situation of I don't care if I was 16, I don't care that I'm one. We're in the dance and we got work to do, or do you think that the team earned a better seed?
I think we're excited to be in it no matter what. I thought, I obviously have had a lot of experience of just being in the tournament at different levels as an assistant, as a player, and down the line. So I actually thought they like gave us a lot of respect with an 11 seed. And people, there's just so much that goes into it, I guess. And it's easy to kind of criticize on the outside, yet no one wants to be like the one in the room making the decision because someone's always going to be mad. But to be honest, I'm really excited. I thought we got a great seed. I think 11 is awesome, for our conference, for our team, and to travel across the country. I think that shows their respect for us to kind of give us a matchup that we deserve, and not just keep it solely geographical of like relying on something else. But like you said, we probably would have been happy with any number, but I'm really happy with an 11 seed because that gives us a team to play the first game on a neutral court, which that's really what we can ask for.
And before we get you out of here, last question. One message that you would give to the city of Las Vegas. You're running the offense right now. Do whatever you want. You got the floor. What's the message to Vegas before Friday's game?
Oh, just well, for just a huge thank you to everyone that supported our team from the get-go. You know, the support has continued to grow, and you know, we need every person cheering for us, whether you're gonna be in Baton Rouge with us or doing a watch party here in Las Vegas. You know, our team feels it near and far, and we love the support on social media and every which way that we can, because every little thing matters. And that's how we continue to grow and get better. So, you know, we like where we're at, and we thank Vegas for everything that they've kind of shown up and shown out for us. You know, and I always want more. So I'm like, let's keep it going.
100%. And I say this not only as someone who's lived in Las Vegas for 5 years, who loves the city, who's planning on living here a long time and raising my son, but also someone who was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's in a family of Buckeyes. Do me a favor and go beat Michigan's ass, coach.
Yeah, hey, you know, I've heard from a number of Buckeyes, and they all say a similar message. So, you know, if it's if whatever people need a reason for us to win, like I'll take all of the good karma and juju.
Ah, there it is, coach. Best of luck and thank you so much for the time.
All right, thanks for having me, Adrian.